advantage of Hamlin running long. You know, I'm looking at it by like the 10th of a second or the half a second. I do think he's losing a little bit of time to Larson. But you know what he isn't doing? He's getting himself out of the chaos. Right? On and off pit road. We just saw that 99 in the 5. That can easily turn bad for one of them. 5 runs a little long. Denny understands the plan. I mean, look at it. He's got clear track out front. Sometimes it's not all about time, Marty. Sometimes it's about just avoiding the eye of the storm, trying to stay out of the mess.
Steve, it's interesting where Darlington falls on the calendar this year. It has normally been the first race of the playoffs. It will again be in 2025. But this year it's the last race of the regular season. You can see how much Denny Hamlin's struggling with the handling of the race car. So I'm wondering how much that changes the game and opens up the playbook for Chris Gabehart to make a call like this.
It's interesting. I have it on my list to call Chris to speak and see exactly what he's seeing, because I don't see a time advantage. I've seen Hamlin net out about the same on positions, but net time to the leader lost. But the 9 of Chase Elliott is kind of on the same strategy as the 11, sort of.
Sort of, yes. Just finished up their stop about a lap ago, and Chase Elliott reporting he was tight in traffic. He told the team, though, he hurt the rears too much that run. They reminded him this run to the end is going to be slightly longer, so take care of those tires.
Kyle Busch on this strategy as well. And Steve, Randall Burnett told me there really wasn't a great opportunity to flip the strategy at this track because of the tire wear, but they would try to do what they could, so run a little extra long here as well. He'll fall back in the queue after he gets more Goodyear tires and fuel, Marty.
So Denny Hamlin pitched from the lead here at lap 77, working lap 78 right now, 38 to go here in the state. No complaints with the handling of the race car. But see, you're starting to see this group now maybe running a little bit longer. You saw Chase Elliott and his race team, Kyle Busch, and now Denny Hamlin kind of taking this longer strategy here in stage 1.
Yeah, to the defense of the 11 strategy, remember, first time down pit road, a little bit of a botched pit stop. Trouble with the right front with the lug nut, too close to the wall for the driver. That pit stop right there, it looked...
Getting better on the front end of the road. And this team extremely complimentary about Josh because of his history on the late model short track circuit. They feel like that gives him the ability, Marty, to manage tires really well here at Darlington.
Kim, a moment ago, Tyler Reddick lost third to Chase Briscoe and then almost immediately gave another health update. Listen in.
No, the car is okay. I'm just really fighting it right down here. I'll get some crackers or something, dude. Just plain crackers. I don't know. Bread, something. Get back. I'll get you.
So that is what the team has done. They have fashioned a bag that they're going to hand to Tyler Reddick once he makes the stop here at the end of stage 1. In that bag does have the Tums and also 2 packs of crackers and some regular crackers as well. So Steve, I can't imagine being in Billy Scott's shoes right now. So put me in those shoes. You kind of feel, I'm sure, helpless as a crew chief, right? You can't do much to help your driver. What would you do if you were Billy Scott, Steve, to let your driver make sure that he can make it to the end of the race?
Well, we would definitely want to aid him with whatever he needs, whether that's hydration or some nutrition if that settles the stomach. But the other thing is, you know, Martin Truex Jr. is out of this race, a fellow Toyota driver, a guy that knows how to get it done. Now, the physical limitations will get a little bit challenging. Tyler Reddick, much shorter than Truex. I don't know how much adjustment there is in that seat if you could get, maybe even change the seat liner itself, although then you're talking about perhaps losing a lap under yellow here. But if Truex is somewhere here in the infield, I might reach out to TRD or Joe Gibbs Racing and see if there's any way he can hang out. Remember, we're not even to the end of stage 1, Ron, yet. If this is statistically around a 4 hour and 10-minute race, so if you're ever going to feel poorly, this is not the one.
This is going to be a tough slog for Tyler Reddick. I'll take you back just a moment ago. We were talking about Carson Hocevar not long ago. Here's Chris Buescher on the low side, and a close call between 2 guys trying to race their way into the playoffs.
Buescher used all of the racetrack. Got the 77 car up in the wall a little bit. Buescher sitting there running 11th place, trying to get the stage point. Bubba Wallace running in 2nd. You look right now, Bubba's, if it goes just like it is now, he's going to get 9 points. Buescher will get 0.
And the updated playoff bubble situation, bottom left of your screen. As they run, who's in, who's out on that cut line for the top 16. Buescher is agonizingly close, but out at the moment, but such a long way to go. 4 to go in stage 1 to open up the Cookout Southern 500. 59 laps to the good out in front, Kyle Larson coming up on one of his Hendrick Motorsport teammates in Alex Bowman. Bowman's down in 23rd position at the moment and about to go a lap down. Had a pretty badly damaged car last week. Alex Bowman had rallied the team. The 48 team rallied really well. Alex drove back to the highest finishing Hendrick car at 16th at Daytona.
This right now is a really, you see, 48 moment, really loose on the bottom of the racetrack. This is a really important part of the race because this is the time that the drivers really need to be having conversations with their crew chief. Sun's starting to set. There's no sun on the racetrack. Track tip's starting to come down. What is my car doing? Give the crew chief a little bit of time to think about it.
Let's see what happened not long ago. Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch. Whoa. Watch the rear of Busch's car.
Kyle just way up the racetrack. Ran Chastain up at the wall. Chastain's not having the night he needed. He's a good, solid run.
On board with Denny Hamlin, Coca-Cola came up to 6th. Only 7 seconds behind the leader. 14 seconds behind before running long. So while the first strategy of running long wasn't the net game, this one, almost a 7-second game. Good to note for the next stage and how people are going to decide to break it up.
Final lap of stage 1. Kyle Larson, it has been a very strong performance. It's his 9th stage win of this 2024 season, his 5th at Darlington, and some more valuable playoff points.
And if you're Bubba Wallace, mission accomplished, right? You started on pole, you stayed within touch, you finished 2nd in stage 1.
Things are cooling off a little here in Darlington, some 8 degrees from when we started this Cookout Southern 500. One of the 3 stages complete.